Hey everybody, it's Dr. Marcia, and I'm about to show you how to make a prayer booklet. I'm so excited. I've always wanted to get this into a worship series. I've used this at lots of retreats, but never in a worship series. So I'm very excited. This is my friend Deb, who is a pastor here in Canada, where I am right now, at one of our worship design studio churches. I should have called you Vanna White. She's going to assist me today. So first, let's look at our supplies. So watercolor paper. This is 90 pound, which is a little bit too heavy, and it's a little bit too small. This is 11 by 14. I would go next size bigger if you can. This is all I could find at the store yesterday. But watercolor paper. And then you need markers. And the key is to get washable markers, because you'll see we're going to paint with them. And so you want washable markers, okay? And I'm going to take out the really dark ones because you want to have lighter ones so you can write on it. Okay, so I'm taking out that. Then you need a glass of water and some fun paint brushes. And you can use brushes, fat brushes, or you can use these fun little squishy, what are they called? Spongy things.
Spongy, yeah, they're
spongy things. All right, so super easy. Okay, and then you will want a glass of water, and ultimately you'll want people to write on them. And what's really good is a little thin Sharpie, not the fat ones, but the thin ones. You can also use just regular pens if you can't afford to get this for all of your pews. Okay, so we're going to get started. So now we both have a piece of paper, and we're going to just color all over it. And the point here is we're just making color. You don't want to get too literal or too many pictures.
Yeah.
Because ultimately it's going to get all
like watercolor.
Like watercolor, yes. So just pick some colors, and I like to just make blocks of color.
Or if you're someone who's more linear.
What would you do, Deb? I don't think you're so linear. But you're thinking of them, so bravo, those linear people. Actually, those linear people are just going to have to get out of their box and just, kind of scribble. Use a nice lint purple here. If you're going to do a darker color like this purple, you might want to do it kind of more on the edges, which will be really, really nice. Okay. And this will make sense when you see the rest of the process. So it'll kind of make sense why we're doing it in this way. All right. So back when we have it all done. Okay, we have scribbled all over our pieces of paper. Show them, Deb. All right. Lovely. You also want washable, because in case you go off the paper, it comes right off.
Counters, yes.
The lovely counters. Okay.
Yeah.
So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your brush and dip it in the water, get it really wet, and then you're just going to kind of mush the colors together. Now you can, if you go all over it, it's going to mush everything together. So if you don't want it all mushed together, then just do it in sections, in color sections. But just get a lot of water in there, and you're going to see how with these washable markers, things begin to just kind of meld together. Ooh, show them that. Starting.
Blending in the straight stripes and the circles.
Yeah, that's very cool. I love that, what you did there with those squirrely things. So
I'm having a flashback to kindergarten.
Exactly. And mine's feeling a little muddy, but I'll keep working at it, all right? So back when we have it done. Okay, so we're back, and we have been using our watercolors, and you see how it's just kind of spreading the color all over the page. Now, you're going to be making a lot of these because you want one for every person in worship. We were thinking, as we were doing this, that it might be fun to get the youth group to do this, right?
And the children.
And the children. Yeah, it's easy enough for children, for sure, especially this part of it. Yeah. And you'll find what colors you like best and some different techniques and things. So you'll be making enough of them to kind of experiment. Now, what we have to do next is we have to let these dry, because you don't want to start folding them before they're dry. So we're going to let them dry, and we'll come back.
How long do you think it'll take for them to dry?
It depends, I think, on how much water you use.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you drenched it, it's going to be a little while.
Hours?
So you might, like 15, 20 minutes probably.
Yeah.
So you could also set them outside. I was even at a retreat where people started putting them in the microwave to dry them. I'm not recommending that. I'm certainly not going to try it here at Deb's
You
house.
can see them already.
Yeah, they're already
dry
starting
out,
to
actually.
dry. Yeah. And one of the reasons to find just the right weight of paper is so that if it's too thin, it's going to get really wobbly. If it's too thick, it's going to be hard to fold, as you'll see. So this is 90-pound paper. So I would try 70. If you can find 70, that's probably right on. Anyway, we'll be back when it's dry. Bye. Okay, we're back. We believe it's dry enough to start folding. So look, isn't that cool? Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to mess it all up. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to fold it lengthwise in half. And we have some handy little tools here, specialized tools, like a ruler and a wooden spoon. And basically, it's just going to help us make the creases really, crease it really good. Okay, so we've got it half in two, like that. Now we're going to do it half in two the other way. Okay, and again, make your creases. This just helps because the watercolor paper is thick and we want to just have some nice edges. Okay, so it's half in two again, and then we're going to half in two again. So fold it over yet again. And this is where the tool really helps because then it's kind of thick. Okay, now, as you can see, this booklet is smaller than I would usually do it. It's kind of too small. So when you have a bigger piece of paper, longer piece of paper, it's going to be a little bit bigger writing surface. Okay, but that's what you're going to end up with. All right, now unfold it.
All the way?
All the way. All the way. Okay, now you're going to fold it this way, right? So when you first started, you folded it that way. Now you're going to fold it that way and make your good crease that way. Okay, now, I forgot to tell you needed scissors. Hold on. Okay, so scissors, you need scissors. Now, once you have it folded this way, you have a folded edge and you have the open edge. We're going to cut the fold from the folded edge right along the line to the intersection of those lines.
So here.
So right there, just to halfway.
Okay.
Okay,
so we're at the folded edge and we're
folded
going down.
edge and just right to the intersection and no further. Okay. There, I did it. All right, so you see that. Okay, when you open it up, so you've made a slit right in the middle of the paper. Okay, all right.
There we go.
Now unfold. Now we're going to fold it back the way we did originally, long ways. So turn it
This way?
No, unfold it, okay? And then fold it that way, the way you did originally. Okay, here. Now, what you'll notice is that when you push in the ends, it's going to make a hole. And you keep pushing it until those come together. And then press down.
Wait, what happened? Oh.
Yeah. So, let's see.
This is to show you that even not coordinated people could do this.
She's doing it. Okay, so she's pushing it together.
Yeah.
And then just...
So 2 and 2.
Yeah,
okay.
Like that. And now just press down on it. Okay. And then you're just going to fold it again to make a little booklet. Now, check this out. You can open. You have an 8-page booklet. Now, the other little thing that you can do that I recommend for this is that you would take a little glue stick, which I don't have, a little glue stick, and then the ones that have the open flap, just put a little glue stick right there to hold those together.
So run the glue there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So there'll be 2 edges that are like that.
Yeah.
And you'll hold that together. And then there you go. So what you can do then is you can, like for this series, on the front, you could have your calligraphy artist just put the title of the series. Listen, right? You could do it with the skinny pen, or you could do it with a fatter pen, whatever you want to do. And then these are ready. You could, if you want to, you could put on the first page week 1 and week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, if you want to. Then you could put Holy Week. We're not going to put them out till week 1. We're not going to have them out for Ash Wednesday.
Week 1, week 2.
Yeah, perfect, like that. And then people are going to journal. They're going to write during the service, during our appointment with God time. And this is a place where they can write. So basically one of the prayer stations is doing this, is writing on this. Now here's the cool part. You people write on it, and then you tell them to leave this in their pew or their chair. And then in between weeks, you take them and you switch them all around in the sanctuary so that week 2, etc., you get to read what somebody else wrote and then write your own. So
Great.
we're sharing our wisdom and what we have heard in the prayer time. with God. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Woohoo.
Look how beautiful it turned out.
Yeah, and see, it's so cool because every page is different. And you can't even imagine when you're actually first doing it that it'll look like that.
Yeah, I was kind of obsessing about it not looking beautiful enough, but
Right. But
yes, it turns out
looks so
beautifully.
cool.
Yes.
I've never seen one not turn out really cool.
Beautiful.
So
Looking
thank
forward
you,
to this.
Deb.
My pleasure.
Yay!
My pleasure.
All right, everybody, have fun. Bye.